First rates will just start coming up on your screen, and any second they will just start trickling in. There you go. First rates actually, well, they look very different actually for the mid and the small cap stocks. Yes Bank, Vodafone, Central Bank, IFCI, Bank of Maharashtra, GVK, UCO Bank. The tiny toons are really, having a good exciting start, so to speak. Will it sustain? Let's see. Now let's look at Autumn Investment Infra. I'm not so sure what this company does, but it's locked up and a large block deal has happened there. Now the newsmakers. The crack in MCX is not very, very powerful. The decline in Navin Fluorochemicals on strong volumes, I think, is evident. There is, and just when we thought, Tube Investments was not getting recognized, it's popping right up in terms of the total volume. But the IT space is where you need to go back in terms of the price action, also in terms of the rub-off effect of the Accenture news. So none of the IT companies in India are feeling the heat. So could it be a case of what is happening with Accenture will not hold true for the Indian IT sector per se? Maybe yes, because that was what markets are telling us.
That's what markets are telling us, and also we saw quite a bit of slide on some of these names yesterday itself, so probably part of the news seems to be factored in. But just I wanted to pull up the stocks of Shreyas Shipping as well, because there seems to be some changes in the price which was discovered. That stock is showing a slide of 17% on my screen at open. You also have Navin Fluorine, which is down a good 9%. That's after the leadership change is going to happen there. So the street is worried as to who will take over. You also have a cut on MCX, but as Nikunj pointed out, not a deep one at that. On the gaining side, you have names like Somani Ceramics, which is doing okay. While MCX is down, it's an inverse move coming in on some other names like 63 Moons, etc. as well. And overall, if you look at the sector setup, it's metals which is shining away in the trading session. So Hindalco, SAIL, Hindustan Copper, Hindustan Zinc, National Aluminium, these are the stocks which have started with a green tick. Aurobindo Pharma, a solid run-up of 6% already at start. You also have Gland Pharma, which is continuing the up move. The only selling or only red on the screen is IT and Auto. So Auto is on a bit of a back foot, waiting by for that number to come in for the month of September in terms of sales, and only then taking a call, but it's not a bad open at all. The advanced decline ratio is quite positive, very close to that 19,600 mark at the index as well.
In fact, Q2 GDP, a strong Q2 GDP would also have an impact on metals, because one-sided top 5 stocks, if you look at the gainer, you would see metals panning out of the JSW, Tata Steel, all of that. Kunal and Nuresh are here with us. So let's talk about the opening trades, the first trades which are coming on their radar. Kunal, what are the stocks or names which are cropping up on your radar?
Well, I'll look at a bit of defensive names. So Ipca Labs is something which looks very attractive on the charts, heading towards a breakout, trading at closer to 920 mark. So that's the stock which I looked at in the open.
Nuresh, what about you? First trades?
So that would be a buy on Oil India that looks promising for a short-term breakout going forward. So a good entry point at 290.95.